Hello there, and welcome to 7 Storytelling Secrets. And yet, I've got a true story for you right now. You see, it's monsoon season here in my little Thai village. And nearly every day for a few months, we get a build-up of huge clouds, okay, during the day. And then around 5 or 6 o'clock every day, almost like clockwork, right, we get a downpour and it really pelts down. And so when that happens, the storm hits us, right? And we normally lose everything. We lose the power, we lose internet connections, we lose the whole thing. No Wi-Fi, no nothing. So at this time of the year, me and my family prepare for it, okay? We make sure we've always got a good supply of candles, that we've got gas for the gas cooker, because we need a gas cooker because there's no power when we lose the power, right? And we always have showers early if we can, because once we lose the power, you can't have a shower, okay? And we try to be prepared to shelter others, because nearly always when the storm hits our village, right, houses are knocked around pretty badly and we have to shelter them in our house. So, and be quite frank with you, monsoon season is really quite different for me. I mean, I'm an Aussie and I was brought up in a hot, dry country town in New South Wales in Australia. So it's still, even though I've been here for years, I'm still getting used to it. So that's my first tip, right, as far as storytelling is concerned. And the tip is set up the context for your story. Who are the characters in your story? Okay, what are they doing at the moment, and where are they? So as you know, we're in a little Thai village, and we're looking at the storm coming, right? And we're concerned about the fact that we've got everything prepared for it. That's the story. My name's Peter Beckett, I'm the village marketer, and as always, talking to you from my little Thai village, way up near the Cambodian border. Let me just acknowledge some people before I go on. Penny Kennedy, good to see you. Steve Hall, thank you for joining too, mate. Lynette, good to see you. Carol Davies, thank you for joining. Really good. Let's move on with my story. It's about 2 o'clock now, okay? And already the sky is building up, right? And we're rushing into town. The nearest town to us is a place called Sisaket, about 20 minutes from our village, because we're rushing in because we've discovered we haven't got any candles. And the gas bottle is almost empty. So we're going to get new gas for the gas bottles so we can continue cooking when we lose the power, because we always do, and get some candles, all right? And while we're doing that, I'm thinking, have we shut the doors? I'm driving into town. Have we shut the doors? Did we shut all the windows? Did we do that or not? I'm not really sure. And I'm thinking about that, and I'm starting to get a dreaded feeling deep down inside me, okay? Because if we haven't shut all the darn doors and all the windows, one of my greatest fears is going to come alive, okay? And that is snakes. Because when the monsoons hit, they come looking for shelter. And if we haven't sealed up the house, right, then sure as eggs, there's going to be a snake in the house, or more than one. And we've already lost 2 beautiful dogs to cobras, okay? So I'm petrified, and I'm driving along, and I know we've got to get into town and get back home, but all I can think about are those damn snakes. Those horrible, horrible snakes, okay? So that's the second point I want to make about a story. You've got to hook your audience. You've got to somehow get their attention, okay? I started this story by saying true story, which implies, well, it is the truth, but it implies that there's something maybe a little unbelievable going to happen, so it gets your attention. You could also start a hook by saying things like, look, I'll never forget this. Or perhaps you could say, you'll never know what happened. Whatever it is, you can use those various things. The key thing is to have a hook that grabs your audience's attention, all right? And I hope I've grabbed your audience's attention by the fact that we're sitting in a town 20 minutes from home, 20 kilometers from home, sorry, okay? And I'm worried whether there's a darn snake or 2 snakes in the house because there's a storm about to hit, okay? All right, so back to the story. We finished our shopping, and then we're on the way home. I'm looking over there on the far right, okay, and the clouds are really building up, and they're black. They're really black, and it looks like this is going to be one whopper of a storm. There's no doubt about that. But really, all I can think about is not the storm. is not the lightning, it's not the rain, not the wind, not even the problem that some poor people may have in our village if their houses get knocked around. All I'm thinking about is those darn snakes. That's all I'm thinking about, because I just can't stand them, right? So we arrive home, and I immediately get out of the car and I run around the house. I'm checking everywhere, every window, every door. Phew, relief. Every door and window is closed. I got a sense of relief just washing over me. Thank God for that, right? That's point number 3. Point number 3 in the storytelling, you've got to get enthusiastic. You've got to be a bit animated. You've got to put some energy into your story, okay? Because you're taking people on a journey with you. All right? Back to my story. Almost as if on cue, I just finished checking all the windows, right? And almost as if on cue, the rain starts and the wind starts. But there's no thunder, there's no lightning, and fortunately, we've still got power and Wi-Fi. So I think, oh, wow. So I turn the computer on, okay? Send a message over to some of my regular people like you folks who are watching right now, okay? Saying I've got a Facebook Live coming, okay? And I think I better get into it quick and do it as quickly as I can. Boom. I click go. And almost at the same time, 2 things happen. 1, the power went off. So I've got one of these UPSs, these uninterrupted power supply things that gives me 3 or 4 minutes to turn the computer off, the laptop off before it stops, right? So I'm busy doing that. The Facebook Live's gone west because the power's gone. And secondly, then the lights went out really dark. And just as they went out of the corner of my eye, in my office, I saw this movement. Oh, my heart almost stopped. I could feel a bead of sweat running down the side of my face, because right then and there, here I am sitting in a dark office, and the thought of a slithering cobra, okay, in that office with me is enough to give me a damn heart attack. That's number 4, number 5 point in storytelling. Be real, be authentic. Don't embellish what you're saying, but put yourself in there, the story. So I'm telling you right now, okay, I was in that down room on my own, okay, but whew, I don't know what I was going to do. All right, back to the story. I ran from the office, slammed the door shut, keep it as quick as I could, yelling out to my family, snake, 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 snake. There's another damn snake in our house. Oh, the reason I hate monsoons is because of the snakes, okay? My wife, she's Thai, okay? She's much braver than I am, and she's dealt with snakes all her darn life, not like me, okay? She gets a torch, okay, and a snake stick. She's got this special snake stick, right? And she goes into the office, right? And she calmly is looking around in the office there, and then she bursts out laughing. And I mean, really laughing. That's the next point, okay? You've got to have a basic structure for your story. You've got to have a beginning and a middle and an end, right? Well, that's what this is all about, okay? Back to the story. Yes, she discovered the intruder. Was it a cobbler snake? No. Was it any sort of snake? No. You know what it was? A big, fat, greasy frog sitting on my chair. Oh my God, I was a butt of all sorts of jokes that night. There's no doubt about that. Everyone in the village and people had to join us because their houses were a bit knocked around. Everyone was laughing at me and the fact that I'm petrified of snakes and petrified of a frog, so to speak, right? But by the same token, I didn't want to let anyone open any windows and doors, even when the storm was going, okay? I didn't trust these darn snakes, all right? So my last point about storytelling is this, and I hope you enjoyed the bit of the story. You need to have a reason for telling the story, okay? Now, the reason I gave this is because we are in marketing, and stories sell, but facts tell. And I've got a famous old ancient Native American proverb, and I want you to bear this in mind because I want you to use stories in your marketing, okay? And this is the proverb. I'm taking a little bit of liberty with the wording here. Bear with me. Tell me facts and I learn. Tell me the truth and I'll believe you. Tell me a story and it will live in my heart forever. That is the power of storytelling. That's why I think you should take it on board to use stories in your marketing. It's one of the most powerful ways of getting your message across. So that's my message for today. Steve, oh, good. Thank you for joining me. Thank you very much indeed, mate. So if you found that of help and of interest, please leave me a like and some comments there. If you think someone could benefit from this one, give it a share. I've got a call to action for you, by the way. 2 call to action. 1, if you want to come and join my tribe, it's called Your Next Level, where we talk about, we don't talk about snakes, right? We talk about how to take yourself to the next level and your business to the next level. Then come and check me out, Your Next Level, answer the questions and come and join my tribe. Secondly, I've got a free PDF for you if you're interested. It's nothing to do with snakes again. It's called Your Storytelling Template. If you're interested, send me a personal message. There you go. That's my video. That's my story for the day. I hope you got some value from it. I always appreciate you sharing your time with me. Thank you very much indeed. And until tomorrow, God willing, I'll talk to you then. Bye for now.